Henry Ford, the father of the modern assembly line, revolutionized transportation and American industry with the introduction of the Model T Ford in 1908. As America began its love affair with the automobile, the need for power and speed grew as well. The introduction of the 1932 Ford Flathead V8 was a sensation and quickly adopted by the growing hot rod community. By 1934, V8 output was up to 85 horsepower. Needless to say, the cars sold very well. With an increasing interest in making a car go faster, most rodders sought out other enthusiasts with the same interests.
They used these cars for stock car racing, they used it for drag racing, and they used it for street racing, basically competition between friends or rivals, bragging rights.
By the mid-30s, numerous car clubs had been formed all over the nation. The true test of a hot rod was speed, and several events started to take place, from dry lake bed time trials to street races.
Anybody could do it. There were little racetracks all over the country. When I was young in the 50s, that's what we did every weekend as we went to jalopy races. The Ford V8 pretty much dominated cars or races in that time period. They really produced a lot of horsepower for their size and were easy to get. They were cheap. There was a lot of numbers of them out there.
By the late 40s and early 50s, hot rodding was at its peak of activity. Sometimes referred to as the golden era of hot rodding, young enthusiasts were driving their hot rods as basic transportation, filling the street with fast cars. These racing coupes were chopped and drastically modified to increase speeds and reduce wind resistance. These modifications created a unique look for hot rods and are still in use today. As hot rodding became as common as apple pie, American history began to unfold as diners and racetracks all over the nation began to fill up with these modified forms of transportation. America's youth evolved with the times, and the hot rod was a key form of individual expression. Over the years, these cars have proven the test of time as multiple generations have found new ways to test the limits of design and speed. Steve's Auto Restorations has responded to the need for high-quality, real steel 1934 three-window coupe bodies and now equips the modern hot rodder with a solid foundation to build a true American icon.
Steve's Auto Restoration is one of the very few shops that has all the facets of building a car in one facility. We can form parts, we can repair parts, we can create parts from nothing, as well as create whole cars from nothing. Our paint is second to none. Our craftsmen are the best that are available anywhere. We have tradition in our business that goes from Pebble Beach to drag racing to street rodding to customizing. We have the whole gamut of processes available, and we have history in it. We know what we're doing.
Probably as far back as 10, 15, 20 years ago, even back further than that, there were enough of these bodies around to make hot rods out of. And as the bodies became scarcer and harder to get, the fiberglass industry entered into it and made a lot of fiberglass reproduction bodies. And now the trend is swinging towards having steel bodies back again, and due to the advanced technologies and the scanning, tooling processes, it's now appropriate to put the cost into developing steel bodies.
For the first time since Henry Ford himself offered the 1934 Ford Coupe to the public, you can now order a new, real steel body to customize and modify as the original hot rodders once did. Each body is a detailed replica of an original 1933-34 coupe utilizing the most advanced computer-aided design and fabrication technologies available today. This OEM-level technology ensures each and every body is of the highest quality and consistency ever achieved in the aftermarket industry.
Nowadays, with the computer and the scanning systems that are so sophisticated, you can basically scan a piece of sheet metal, break it down into millions and millions of surface points, and get that scanned surface down to 0.003 millimeters within the accuracy of perfection. And you can take that material, that computer material, and directly put it into the tooling process, and you're basically cutting dies only one time. What sets us apart from the other steel body remanufacturers is that we are the only ones that are doing the 34 Fords. The body that we are going to offer is going to be in a stock form. It will not be altered, it will not be chopped, it will not have filled roof or filled cowl. That will allow the end user, the client, to take what we offer in a stock form and turn it into whatever their particular needs or dreams are.
These 1934 remanufactured real steel three-window bodies are here to keep that dream alive. Contact Steve's Auto Restorations today to learn more about how you can build your own 1934 three-window dream car with the best real steel bodies available.